There are certain foods that seem to carry with them a universe of conflicting advice, a cloud of confusion that can leave us feeling uncertain and hesitant. Perhaps no food group is more emblematic of this than fish. We are told it is brain food, a cornerstone of a healthy heart, and a key to longevity. Yet, in the same breath, we hear whispers of concern, warnings about dangerous toxins, confusion about which types are best, and a pervasive belief that the only fish worth eating is the kind that comes with a prohibitively expensive price tag. For seniors, who stand to gain the most from the profound health benefits of fish, this confusion can become a barrier, causing many to limit or even avoid one of the most powerful, life-enhancing foods available. The truth is, much of what we believe about fish may be based on outdated information, clever marketing, or simple misunderstandings. Today, we are going to navigate these murky waters together. We are going to take a clear, evidence-based look at 3 of the most common and persistent myths about fish that you need to stop believing. This is not just about clearing up confusion. It is about reclaiming a powerful tool in your personal health arsenal, a tool that can help protect your mind, fortify your heart, and soothe your body, all while being surprisingly accessible and affordable. Before we can effectively dismantle the myths, we must first establish a clear and resounding understanding of why fish, and specifically fatty fish, is so uniquely and profoundly beneficial for the aging body. The primary reason can be summarized in 2 powerful words: omega-3s. Fish is the single most potent dietary source of the long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These are not just good fats. They are active, biological molecules that function almost like medicine within our bodies. Their most celebrated role is as our body's premier anti-inflammatory agent. As we age, many of us contend with a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation, a smoldering fire that can contribute to the pain of arthritis, the progression of heart disease, and even the decline of our cognitive function. The omega-3s, EPA and DHA, are the raw materials our body uses to produce powerful compounds called resolvins and protectins, whose very job is to resolve and turn off this inflammatory fire. Consuming fish is like sending in a highly specialized, internal fire department. Beyond this, these omega-3s are a literal, physical component of our bodies. Our brain is comprised of nearly 60% fat, and a significant portion of that is DHA. It is a critical building block for our brain cells, essential for memory, mood, and overall cognitive function. They also play a vital role in our cardiovascular health, helping to lower triglycerides, reduce blood pressure, and maintain a healthy heart rhythm. And as if that weren't enough, fish is also a source of exceptionally high-quality protein, which is essential for fighting age-related muscle loss, and it provides other key nutrients like vitamin D and selenium. With a clear understanding of these immense benefits, let us now confront the first, and perhaps most intimidating, myth that holds so many people back. Myth number 1. Eating fish is dangerous because of mercury and other contaminants. This is, without a doubt, the most pervasive and fear-inducing myth surrounding seafood, and it deserves a careful and nuanced discussion. It is true that some fish, particularly very large, predatory fish that live for a long time, can accumulate higher levels of environmental contaminants like mercury. Mercury is a neurotoxin, and in very high doses, it can be harmful. This has led to a sense of generalized fear, a feeling that perhaps it's just safer to avoid fish altogether. But this is a classic case of throwing the baby out with the bathwater, and it ignores 2 crucial pieces of the scientific puzzle. The first piece is that the vast majority of fish that are commonly available in our grocery stores are not high in mercury. The fish that are at the top of the food chain, the ones that eat other big fish and live for many decades, are the ones to be mindful of. This list includes fish like shark, swordfish, king mackerel, and tilefish. These are fish that most of us are not eating on a regular basis anyway. The fish that are exceptionally high in the beneficial omega-3s, like salmon, sardines, herring, and anchovies, are all small, lower on the food chain, and have very low levels of mercury. The second, and perhaps most important, piece of the puzzle is a nutrient found in abundance in most fish: selenium. Selenium is an essential mineral that has a very special relationship with mercury. It acts as a natural mercury magnet. Selenium has a very high binding affinity for mercury, meaning that when they are both present, they tend to bind together, forming a new, biologically inert compound. This binding action can effectively neutralize the potential toxicity of the mercury, preventing it from causing harm in the body. The wonderful news is that most ocean fish have a much higher concentration of selenium than they do of mercury. So in a very real sense, most fish come with their own built-in antidote. The scientific consensus from major health organizations around the world is overwhelmingly clear. For the vast majority of adults, the profound, proven health benefits of consuming fish, particularly fatty fish, far outweigh any potential risks associated with mercury. The real health risk is not from eating fish, but from avoiding it out of an unfounded fear, and thereby missing out on its incredible, life-enhancing nutrients. So, how do we translate this into a confident and safe shopping strategy? It's about being a savvy consumer, not a fearful one. The key is to focus on the fish that are high in omega-3s and low in mercury. This is a list of nutritional superstars. At the very top of this list is salmon. Whether it is wild-caught or farm-raised, salmon is an excellent source of omega-3s and is consistently low in mercury. Another group of champions are the small, oily fish often referred to by the acronym SMASH: sardines, mackerel, specifically Atlantic mackerel, anchovies, and herring. These fish are not only packed with omega-100s and incredibly low in contaminants, but they are also highly sustainable and exceptionally affordable, especially when purchased canned. Other excellent, low-mercury choices include trout, cod, and light tuna. The one caveat with tuna is that light tuna, which comes from the smaller skipjack species, is a much better choice for regular consumption than white or albacore tuna, which comes from a larger species and can have a higher mercury content. The current recommendation from health authorities like the American Heart Association is to aim for at least 2 servings of fish per week, with a focus on these fatty, low-mercury options. By making these smart choices, you can completely put the fear of mercury to rest and confidently embrace the immense protective benefits that fish have to offer. Myth number 2. Only fresh, expensive fish is healthy. The canned and frozen options are nutritionally inferior. This is a powerful and pervasive myth, often perpetuated by the marketing of high-end grocery stores and restaurants. It creates a sense of nutritional elitism, leading many people on a budget to believe that the remarkable health benefits of fish are simply out of their financial reach. This could not be further from the truth. In fact, in many cases, the humble, affordable canned and frozen options are not only just as nutritious, but can sometimes even be superior. Let's start with canned fish. The canning process is a very effective way of preserving the nutritional integrity of the fish. The high heat process used in canning does not degrade the precious omega-3 fatty acids or the high-quality protein. In the case of canned salmon, as we've mentioned, the process actually makes the small, soft bones completely edible, transforming the product into a calcium powerhouse, a benefit you do not get from a fresh fillet. Canned sardines are another nutritional giant, providing a massive dose of omega-3s, protein, calcium, and vitamin D in a tiny, shelf-stable, and incredibly inexpensive package. When you look at the nutrient per dollar value, a can of sardines or salmon is one of the most powerful superfoods you can possibly buy. The key is to be a smart shopper. Opt for fish packed in water rather than oil to save on unnecessary calories. And if sodium is a concern, look for the no-salt added varieties or simply give the fish a good rinse in a colander to wash away excess salt. Now let's look at frozen fish. Many people have the impression that fresh fish displayed on ice at the seafood counter is always superior. But the term fresh can be misleading. That fish may have been caught a week or more ago and has been slowly degrading in quality during its long journey to your store. In contrast, most frozen fish is processed and flash frozen within hours of being caught, often right on the fishing boat. This flash freezing process is like hitting a nutritional pause button. It locks in the freshness, the flavor, and most importantly, the delicate omega-3 fatty acids at their peak. It prevents the fats from oxidizing and preserves the integrity of the nutrients far more effectively than a week of sitting on ice. This means that a fillet of frozen salmon can often be a higher quality and more nutrient-dense product than its fresh counterpart. Frozen fish is also a fantastic way to reduce food waste. You can take out and thaw only the exact portion you need, leaving the rest perfectly preserved in your freezer for a future meal. By embracing the convenience, affordability, and nutritional excellence of canned and frozen fish, you are democratizing your health. You are making the profound benefits of these brain-protecting, heart-healing, and joint-soothing foods a regular and accessible part of your life, proving that you do not need a large budget to build a truly healthy diet. Myth number 3. All fish oil supplements are the same as eating fish, and they are an easier way to get the benefits. The supplement aisle can be a very tempting place. It offers the promise of a simple solution, a shortcut to good health in the form of a single, easy-to-swallow pill. And it is true that for some individuals who absolutely cannot or will not eat fish, a high-quality fish oil supplement can be a reasonable alternative for getting a dose of EPA and DHA. However, the belief that a supplement is the same as, or even better than, eating the whole fish is a dangerous misconception. Nature is far more intelligent than a supplement manufacturer. A fillet of fish is not just a delivery vehicle for isolated omega-3s. It is a complex, synergistic package of a multitude of nutrients that all work together. When you eat a piece of salmon, you are not just getting the omega-3s. You are also getting that high-quality, muscle-building protein. You are getting the bone-strengthening vitamin D. You are getting the powerful antioxidant mineral, selenium, which helps to protect you from mercury. You are getting B vitamins, potassium, and a host of other micronutrients that are all part of the natural food matrix. This concept is known as food synergy, the idea that the nutrients in a whole food work together as a team, and their combined effect is far greater than the sum of their individual parts. Furthermore, the supplement industry is notoriously underregulated. The quality, purity, and even the dosage of fish oil supplements can vary wildly from one brand to another. Some low-quality supplements can be contaminated or may have already gone rancid, meaning the delicate omega-3 fats have oxidized, which can actually be harmful and pro-inflammatory, the exact opposite of what you are trying to achieve. Choosing a reputable, third-party tested brand is absolutely essential if you do go the supplement route. Another critical point is that of satiety and dietary displacement. A fish oil pill contains no protein or fiber. It does not fill you up. A meal of baked fish served with vegetables, on the other hand, is a satisfying, nutrient-dense meal that provides lasting energy and satiety. When you choose to eat the fish, you are also displacing less healthy options from your plate. That portion of salmon is taking the place of what might have been a less healthy choice, like a piece of red meat or a processed food item. This act of dietary displacement is one of the most powerful aspects of a healthy eating pattern. While a fish oil supplement may be a necessary option for some, it should always be considered a second-best alternative. The wisdom of nature has provided us with the perfect package in the form of the whole fish itself, and for the vast majority of us, that should always be our first and preferred choice. As we bring our exploration to a close, the water becomes much clearer. The fear surrounding fish, particularly for seniors, is largely based on a series of myths that dissolve under the light of scientific evidence. We can now see that the concern over mercury, while something to be mindful of, is vastly overshadowed by the immense, proven benefits of omega-3s and the protective power of selenium, especially when we make smart choices like salmon, sardines, and light tuna. We can confidently embrace the affordability and nutritional excellence of the humble canned and frozen fish in the grocery aisle, knowing that we are not sacrificing quality, but are, in fact, making a savvy and healthy choice. And we can appreciate that while a supplement may have its place, it can never fully replicate the beautiful, synergistic nutritional package that nature has provided in the form of the whole fish. The path forward is clear. By incorporating a couple of servings of fatty fish into your diet each week, you are taking one of the single most powerful, proactive, and delicious steps you can to protect your cognitive function, to safeguard your cardiovascular health, and to soothe the inflammatory processes that can affect your joints. You are not just eating a meal. You are investing in a sharper mind, a stronger heart, and a more comfortable, vibrant future. The myths have been debunked. The truth is on your plate.